Hold on a sec. I'm just setting my... No, it's there. Soul app, whether it's doing the same. Now, let's have a look. Okay, can you hear me now? Right. This is where sometimes the technology will cooperate, other times it won't. So, can't hear you, so that was there. Don't want to miss my words. Oh, that's wonderful, thank you. All right, so let me see. There was a no after I'd fiddled. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, that's better. Oh, good. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. Lovely to see you. Oh, whoops, that's where I typed that up. I don't need to put that there. So, can hear me? Good. And there, Michaela's saying that's better as well. Bit weird. I know, yeah. I think it was probably because I had actually muted when I right at the start, and it didn't, although it was showing it was unmuted, it actually wasn't. Just one of those things. It's a bit weird. So it's lovely to be here, though. So good morning and good evening to those who are popping in from other areas in the world that are actually in that time of day, because we do have a global audience here. So it's wonderful to see you all. Replay and in real life while I'm doing live. We're shifting over to the cards now. So certainly tune into your connection with spirit and be ready and open to receive the messages you might get for you today, because you know your own unique situation in life, don't you? What I've got here this morning is the Pixie card deck. That's this one. And this one is the actual, it's in a tin. It's by Edmund Zabrowski. And it comes with the, here's the tin. You can see it. It's so cute. So cute. And the guidebook that comes with it looks like that. And you can see how small, how the size of this deck of cards really suits my hand, because it's so much easier to have it in the shuffle because of the way my thumb is. Still not 100%, but it'll get there. So the way that I've got the cards this morning is actually in a round. They just spoke to me to do it in that way this morning, so that's how it is. I've got the owl card that also spoke to me to put the owl card in as well, which on a weekend I don't usually. You've escaped the cage, your wings are stretched out, now fly. Really is taking that step off the brink and trusting that those wings will hold you, that you can actually fly as free as the birds, as free as the owl. Now I'm going to leave that card up here on my desk because I actually like the open space that this is creating. It's giving space to fly. So there we go. What we've got here, and I'm looking down, sorry, not at the camera, naughty me. What we've got here at the start is, free. Why do those silly trolls have to be in the stream? I'm just going to go and deal with that because I don't want to keep it. Leaving it there as part of that chat stream, because it is starting to annoy me a lot. Been very frequent. Why people are actually spending their time doing that, I don't know. I'm just going to quickly do the reporting and the relevant banning and all that sort of stuff so that you don't have to be bothered with it. And I can do that very quickly, I'm hoping. So there we go, and it's done. So do ignore that you may see as coming up ones. So what I started out doing with this spread was actually just the usual shuffle and clearing first, then tapping and intention for the spread for the day. So that's these 5 cards. As I laid them out, there was 5 dropped, and it was in that rough circular pattern because it's what it wanted. Also, as I had looked at it, there was that gap in the center. It's almost like, as I was looking at it, I was seeing Superman's shield that goes on the front of that, is it blue? Jacket, blue skivvy top thing that is part of that costume. It just looked wow, but it needed something. And what I'd needed to do was to pull I just got the message, pull one of the charms from out of the tin. Now, the tin is this one, that's a charm that comes with the set that's called the Labyrinth Through Time. That is a tea with Karen branding. She's created that, and beautiful, beautiful card sets and divination tools that she has. They're absolutely gorgeous, the different varieties. And a part of charms is the charm of being able to cast them. All I did was, twirled them a little bit and pulled one. And it is the ballet dancer. It's the dancer. It's the twirl of. And I thought that's really interesting with the twirl that I had of actually mixing the charms in that tin. It turns up the dancer. It really is that central, that is the core energy of today, is to dance, to move, to fly, as the owl suggesting, flying through our day in such gorgeous design that we are dancing. Dancing is something that really is an expression of joy and happiness, and it's just that being in the flow of what is the movement, the choreography of life, if you like. So that's what it's bringing to me as that central charm there. And I'm just going to bring up some more comments, or I'm actually going to go and get rid of another one of those silly troll peoples. Someone's scamming again. And I'd just like to say a wonderful, I've got this one. And excuse me for the hesitation. I've just got to concentrate to get this bit done because I know it doesn't take long. It's the right click on the person that you see that you want to eliminate from your feed, and then do the report spam and delete or ban or whatever options you have there, because there is always going to be some others. And we've got Preeti here from YouTube. So good morning, Preeti. And you are asking if you could have a reading. Now, this session every morning that I do is not for the individual card readings or card pulls. What you're needing to do is tap into your spiritual senses, your spiritual connections, whether it's just gut feeling. As I'm reading through my interpretation for these cards, you tap into what you're receiving at the same time, directly from spirit, or however you feel your gut feeling's telling you it means it, a specific meaning for you. So we're going to dance around this beautiful 5-card spread. I do like to start from the top of any spread because it gives that feeling of north, compass, direction, focus. So we're starting here at the stork, and they're bringing in the energy of new. It's in the cartoons, it was bringing in the babies. Well, it still has a bit of that significance because it's a newness. There is a potential as a pair of storks to become and grow a family, to have those, to create the nest and the home, and then to actually birth the chicks via, with eggs, whichever way that birthing happens. It's the new, it's the potential of this rainbow. It's all things coming forward into your day. That is, set your intention as to what you like to have happening in your day, and it's bringing in the newness of it. New ideas, new perspective, new ways of doing something that you're wanting to have occur through your day to day. So, Oh, Michaela. No, there wasn't last night. Because if you'd have clicked on the event, it should have said cancelled. My computer was playing up and I had to actually put the notification. So there was an ending of one. I had to put a notification in via my phone. I had to cancel it because it was just coming up time and I still hadn't worked out the computer. I've got to do it on a Mac. I can't do that one. The Mac was the one that was mucking up and I'd had everything set for that. So when it wasn't, it was a huge update taking time and some things glitched. That's right. So as we're moving now for that newness and something fresh in the day, new path, that potential with the rainbow, what we're moving into there is the home space. And very appropriate with what we're shifting as far as with the stalks, very much a home-oriented creature, bird. So we've got that anchoring into our home space and actually bringing that into the early part of our day right now, so that if you sort of look at this as a clock and the way I'm reading it round, it's going to be that this will, there's the start and finish at our stalks, and we're going to move around through the day, the sections of the day. This could be the morning up until there we have lunch and that type of thing. So we'll think of it in that sense. Okay. So Kim, you didn't see the cancellation either for last night? You were at Wendy's? I'll put a notice in the event comment itself. I create an event for the Friday night ones. You had IT issues all day yesterday? There you go. See, we weren't alone. Because I spend a lot of my time at home, like in my house and etc., and it is the computer, like who knows. Today is going to be better, of course, because it's beautiful sunshiny day and it's a fresh new day. We are heading towards whatever possibilities we want from the day. So shifting the intention and the perspective to that's probably a good thing, especially after yesterday that might have been a bit not quite hitting the mark, but everything is perfect timing and all that. So you didn't see it on the My Time TV either. I'm going to have to investigate why it doesn't do that, because it's the event itself comes up anyway. That's all right. I'll sort it. I'll have a look, Michaela and Kim. So there you go. Now, just saw yours, Bridget. It's not an individual card reading pulling session, doing for each individual person. It's tapping into your sense of spiritual connection, whether you acknowledge and accept that you've got psychic abilities or not. You always know what's going to be a gut feeling around something. So just tap into that, as well as I'm just explaining some of these cards as we're moving through the spread. Okay. That's what that is. I'm wishing rainbows to all. I love rainbows. They're gorgeous. So it is bringing in the energy of the house. Like, we're going to have a bit of concentration around our home space this morning. So that's what that's actually bringing in. And then it moves to the side here. And that probably is moving out into the beautiful sunshine and actually getting some of the work done. Just got to take a slurp of water. So hang on a sec. Although I lied. That's not water. It's my coffee. Silly me, the brain goes on a wander, doesn't it, sometimes? So we do have a bit of work to do throughout our day today, but it feels to me like it's just that light stuff. I was able to engage a gardener now to actually do some of the mowing, because it's becoming a bit too heavy a workload for me as far as using a mower, pushing that type of thing around, and whippersnippering and that sort of stuff. So for that part of what my gardening is, it's actually harvesting the tomatoes and the eggplants and the carrots and that type of thing. So I've got it fairly light today. So it could be that you are actually going to be moving out and about outside. It does, you don't use a scythe inside. It's not the type of tool that you use as an inside job. So getting out in the garden, out wherever you need to with, just a little bit of light work. It could be that you're just going to go for a walk for your exercise. Then we're actually shifting into that arena of the gentleman here. And he's actually depicted as near a beach. I live near a beach. I'm only one street over from a beach. So Boomer Beach is a gorgeous space and place. I haven't been to visit that for a while, so here we are. Maybe we're being asked to get out of the house, do a little bit of work in the walking up to the beach, and you never know, I might meet a man or be able to help someone, or just put that strength into the legs so that I can walk along the beach and enjoy the time with my dog, because she does need a bit of a walk too. It's a very, I haven't looked closely at this picture on the card of the gentleman. It's an older styling of artwork on this one. So I don't know whether it'll be the 17th, 16th, whatever century that sort of pantaloony type thingy was worn by the blokes. But it certainly gives that nice feeling of stability and the strength of what, you know, of what is around us. The ocean is a mighty, strong element of nature. The beach and the sand, how that's there, you know, the eons that they've been there in, you know, the landscape, and where you live, how long that's been there in the landscape. Just have that sense of, you know, pick up on that sense of age, but in that age it's the wisdoms of existence that have been before that's being brought to your energies right now. And you know, our time and space in what we are living through now, the bit of the speck of sand it might be, but also how important it is in being part of that space and place. You know, that each and every one of us needs to be, I'm thinking, like, you know, our absolute essence of who we are to the fullest, being the best that we can be, authentic as we can be, you know, in that who we are, that I am, so that, you know, we are all interacting as a humanity through the eons of time. And even though that we might feel we're just that speck of dust or sand or whatever in this lifetime, this existence, it's still a continuity of what occurs over Mother Earth in all of that time, that space that's been filled to now, and whatever is in the future too. Bring it in with that masculine energy, still creating that dance of life that we're in, and really enjoying it, because what we've got next is the ship and the being in that flow, allowing the elements. You know, here we've got definitely the land that's being our base here, and moving it out and into the oceans now as we go through our day. And this could be later in the afternoon that we're needing a bit more oomph to what we're doing, and then we're able to let it flow, start releasing the hold of what could be the land, to be able to float freely and move with ease over that watery essence, that more emotional, because water is actually associated with our emotions when you look at the elements, you know, the earth, air, fire, water and spirit, that. So allow that sensation of just relaxing, floating, because I've started doing the swimming again. It's so freeing to be able to actually, you know, move into that space of weightlessness. It's absolutely superb. And I'm not 100% sure where that next troll's happening or spamming. I'm just going into the background. So it's being able to be flexible and move with the flow at any point that you're needing to. Like I'm able to do with what I'm seeing in the background of these comments, and how, you know, there's some things that just pop up out of the blue, and like in that watery environment you might have it where it's the whales or the dolphins or you know, floating crates these days. What do you call those things? The shipping containers. When oceans, it's needing to be mindful and aware of everything that's happening in and around and about us still. Even though it's floating and with ease on the water, it still needs to have that level of awareness, that level of control as we're steering through the waves, It's not all waters are going to be calm. They could be choppy. They could be really stormy. It just depends on what's happening around you. Feel that calmness, feel that strength and stability as we're moving through with that masculine energy and over the waters, being able to return then back to land here that is home, the storks building their nest and bringing forward that potential, and then into the home again, that house that we've built, that is where our heart is. So create your own dance. Really be in that space and place today of awareness around how are you dancing through your life? How are you dancing through your day? Because this is that daily card spread. So as you may want to shift back into watching it as a replay, just to get the real feel of what those cards are meaning for you, see which one's actually jumping out at you as the prime meaning for your day, and move around that energy as if you are creating and choreographing what is your day ahead, and moving through that energy with joy and laughter and feeling that freedom of movement, that flying into what is your potential. As the owl said, we need to fly, we need to dance, get ourselves moving. Definitely a message for me. I sit too often at the computer here. So thank you so much for joining me, lovelies. I'm going to, for those who do want to have an individual reading, I've got the 30-minute one there. That's the link for that. And that will go into the chat streams if you'd like to book for those. I think this one is just going to my website. So you purchase it, I get the notification, and I'll do the reading. I'd ask, I think it asks for an email so that you can get the reading once I've recorded it, sent to you with a YouTube unlisted YouTube link. But certainly there's needing to be the communication about what question are you wanting some guidance about. So I do them pretty much like this on the Be Live, record it, and then that goes automatically just to YouTube as an unlisted. So it's not public, it is all private. So that's what those are for you there, the opportunity to book those. And thank you to each and every one of you. You know how much I appreciate you and love you being here. And we've got Michaela, thank you so much, with those beautiful little emojis, and being patient with this morning's muted. Who knows what happens? It certainly proves that there were some issues. With technology, we cannot rely 100% on it, but we can certainly trust that all things will be perfect in timing, place and space. So there you go, Kim. It's cool and overcast there. I walk up the shops for bacon and eggs, and then some crafting in between housework. Yeah, I know. Got to do that too. Might put the music on and have a great day. Dance away to it, Kim. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? So have a lovely day. And yes, Michaela, thank you. So each and every one of you, whether you're replaying or whether you are watching live, thank you. Tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock, hopefully without the muting. So we'll see you then. And have a wonderful day or weekend if I don't see you until Monday or something. Keep being the best you, and namaste.